hero. UltimateJetray.
What's going on, guys? You're here with me, Linus Torvalds, a big brain software engineer from Finland. This is the photo of me, but this is the animation, so I can be whoever I want. After having watched this video, just remember the smart me in this animation, okay? I was born on December the 28th, 1969 in Helsinki, Finland. I was just a shy, autistic, and cute boy. But I firstly found a passion in computer stuffs when I was 11 that I programmed something just for fun in Commodore VIC-20, my grandpa's computer. First lines of code I did was nothing hardcore. It was basic. Yes, I mean the programming language, not the code I did. Of course, my code was fantastic. I printed my sister's name, Sarah, as an infinite loop. She was so impressed that she called my grandpa, the owner of the computer. And I was punished by him because the infinite loop made the computer crash. Just kidding. Let me talk about my first honor heroic movement, which began in 1991. I was a 21-year-old college student in a university of Helsinki and just bought my new personal computer. There was nothing wrong with it, except for its operating system. Don't ask me why, I just hated it. Why don't you design the operating system like Unix, the one in Microvex, the computer I use at my university? I love Unix very much. So I myself invented the kernel. In other words, the family of operating systems that work like in Unix to be used in my computer named Linux. Sound familiar? That's right. It's similar to my name, Linus. Linux. Great naming idea, huh? For those who are not sure whether they have some experience using Linux before, Ubuntu that you use to struggle and learn in your virtual machine also runs in Linux. That's me, baby. What you gonna do about it? Now, let's return to my life progress. After that time, I still kept working on same stuffs until I had a master's degree by Notes Researchers in 1996 in the topic Linux, a portable operating system. Enough talk about myself. Let me introduce you the term version control. Version control means the system used to deal with the file stored in the computer. For example, if you want to open a file, just type something in the command line and boom, you see the file. The version control to be used in Linux computers was initially a software tool called BitKeeper SCM, which was invented in 2000. It became the distributed version control, where everyone can update the file they forked without aggravating the other's files. I'd give you a scenario where the distributed version control can benefit you. If you work in a team, and the team works with a shared platform that stores the team file, you can get and modify it as the new version, and the change you make occurs to only your file, not the original one in the team files. Then, in 2002, BitKeeper was officially launched to be used in Linux. At first, the community version was used for free. But later, there came a concern. Linux users felt uncomfortable if they heard that BitKeeper was going to charge them to use it. And the problem truly began in 2005. when BitKeeper's community version became a paid version control. Such a nightmare for our former users. They can't find any version control they can use for free. From this disaster, of course, I wouldn't stand still. Heroes don't turn their back on their own families, right? I eventually created the new distributed version control, named Git. Simple and easy name. Moreover, available in every operating system. Linux, Windows, Mac. There you go. Something more important? Yes, it's free. More pros. Neither you. It has approximately 100 times better performance comparing with every version control ever made. No doubt why it has been used by developers around the world. No. Git progress hasn't stopped yet. In 2008, an online platform that stores and lets the users modify the files was published in the form of a website named GitHub. Imagine how viral my website is. In 2011, the number of repositories in GitHub rose to 2 million. Up to the present time, GitHub has become the open source platform where developers use for their works. And charming IT instructors in the university teach students to use since their first years. Thank you, Ajahn. Finally, talk is cheap. Show me the code. Happy coding and goodbye.
Sí, para tú.